And welcome to Tally Benchwarmers, your unofficial, definitely not expert take on the latest in local and collegiate sports. This week, we're backbenching on college basketball, college softball and baseball, and college football. Now, for the next 30 minutes, the WFSU team is going to concentrate on FSU and FAMU collegiate sports. It's time to introduce those of us on the bench. Now, I'm not David, even though, the striking resemblance. I'm not David. David is our, that's it. He's our general manager. He's out traveling. So, definitely we'll talk with Dave a little bit later. But as of right now, so I'm Adrian Andrews, WFSU's sports reporter. Joining me on the bench is WFSU's CFO, Jennifer Tappan.
Hello. Welcome, Adrian David lookalike.
Thank you so much. You know what? I was going to shave the head and I was going to... Yeah. It didn't work out that well. All right, WFSU's Assistant Chief Engineer, Eric Carter.
Hey, what's going on, David?
What's going on? And he's calling in. We were talking about David. We was joking with him. He's on the road, so I want him to keep his eyes on the road. David, how's it going, man? WFSU's General Manager.
Hey, I wanted to let you know I've heard every word of this. I heard about the shaving the head. but Adrian, you are a younger, better version of David Mullins. How's that?
Oh man, I'll take it. I will take it. All right. Let's go into our sports and our water cooler talk, man. Let's talk some sports.
All
right. So what we got on deck, man? Let's talk about beach volleyball.
Beach volleyball. I am always enthusiastic about our women out there. It's just what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah.
This weekend, our women, they ran a gauntlet. They went out there. They had to face number 1, number 4, number 5, and number 9 in the nation.
Oh, wow.
Yes. UCLA, USC, Stanford, and Long Beach State University.
So all the Cali teams.
All the Cali teams.
Yeah.
And we did well. We came out with a split. We lost to UCLA. Well, first of all, let me say, Friday was a gauntlet. They had a triple header, 3 games Friday, which was against UCLA, USC, and Stanford. 1, 4, and 5.
Yeah.
Rough.
Yeah.
But, they fared well. Like I said, they lost 4-1, 1-4 to UCLA. They beat USC 3-2.
Okay, close.
And they lost to Stanford 2-3.
Oh, okay.
It's a conference game, conference rivalry for us, and Stanford's now in the ACC. But, that's like you said, those Cali teams. And then we came back Saturday and got the win against Long Beach State.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So the women.
I don't know where I'm going on this road trip.
Where are you going, David?
I'm actually going to scout some girls off of that UCLA team. If I can get them to transfer.
All right.
He's going to scout. Okay. All right.
It's a long drive. I'll be gone in about 3 weeks.
Okay.
Oh, my goodness.
But it'll be worth it.
Yeah. We do everything on the budget. He done took old Betsy out.
Old smashed up Bessie.
He's going to come back with a tan and everything. It's going to be great.
Yes.
It's going to be great. All right. Well, in more news, we got Deion Sanders. Have you heard about money, Deion? The contract extension.
Coach Prime.
We can call him Coach Prime, but right now, I'm going to call him Deion Money Sanders. $54 million contract extension with
5
Colorado.
years.
5 years.
That's insane.
Yeah, making him one of the nation's highest paid
Right?
coaches.
Not billion.
Million, yes, million.
Yeah,
Okay.
millions.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
54
heard
million.
you wrong for a second.
Yeah,
Wow.
54 million. Yeah. I mean, oh my gosh, what can we do with that kind of money?
Oh,
Jen, what
find
you
a
got in
new
mind?
CFO. That's what I would do.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's good for
Real
Deion.
money, man.
That is Mike Norvell money.
That's good for Deion.
Deion's climbing.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
He doesn't need to. He needs to chill out.
Right. All right, so we're going to move on. We're going to go to college basketball.
Let's talk about that tournament.
All right.
Yeah. Who do you guys have? We got the Final Four.
Number one seeds all the way around.
So,
yeah,
I mean,
that's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, when the last time have we really talked about, the Final Four and then that being, 4 number one seeds? That's kind of crazy, right?
Adrian, I think you were in the 7th grade.
That's about right. Yeah, 2008 was the last time, an NCAA
Wow.
tourney has had, 4 number one seeds. Auburn beating Michigan State created this rare occasion that we're having now. So I think that'll be pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. With FSU's women basketball, we know that our season came to an end. So
Yeah.
we're not in those those talks right now, but maybe
That's
next
okay.
year, right?
That's
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, we fell off, with LSU.
Well, that was a tough
know,
game. That was a tough
It
game.
really was.
It was
It really
a
was.
it was a hot environment.
Last week David asked, about the 10-point opening spread. And I was like, yeah, that's kind of low.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they had an excellent second quarter. I'll say that FSU women
And
did.
an excellent third quarter.
Yes.
Excellent fourth quarter.
Yes.
If
It was tough. I don't think our girls have ever played in front of a crowd that big, especially a crowd that rowdy.
Yeah.
They were loud. LSU's coach bought 2,000 tickets and told the kids first come first serve.
And they
And
came.
they came
That's
in
home
droves.
court advantage.
And
yeah.
it showed for sure.
Well,
but
see,
our
that's
girls
how you-
fought.
That's
so.
how you're supposed to do it. But
Yeah.
LSU did the same thing that we did to George Mason. We had that fourth quarter where we held them to 6 points.
Yeah.
LSU held us to 6 points. So
Yeah.
that defense, that defense that LSU had is a good defense. So I was glad that at halftime it was only a 1-point game.
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and more, in women's March Madness talk and, that whole college basketball. I mean, I want to first, talk about USC, Juju Watkins, she went down with an ACL
that's
tear.
unfortunate.
I saw that video and it looked pretty bad, but we're hoping that, she recovers and stuff, but she's out for the season. And, in the meantime, we got the Gamecocks, UCLA, they're in there. Oklahoma, South Dakota.
Yeah, but USC still pulled it together after she got hurt.
Yeah, it really did.
So that was impressive. Because when your big player go down like that, a lot of times teams don't know where to turn, where to look, for that motivation. And
Yeah.
their players stepped up.
South Carolina's going to repeat. South Carolina's going to repeat.
You say South
David.
Carolina's going to repeat?
Yeah.
I
think so.
You know what?
I
That
don't
would
know.
be.
I think UCLA's got something to say about that this year.
Yeah,
Think
they're
so?
pretty stacked.
Yeah. I think UCLA's
Yeah.
got something to say about that this year.
Yeah, because UCLA with Lauren Betts,
Yes.
the 6'7" junior, she scored 31 points. 15 or 16 against Ole Miss.
Yeah.
So they got some shooters on that, and it's not just Betts.
Right.
But her 10 rebound performances and the back-to-back 30 points, that's a record. Betts has also became just the third player in the past 25 years to have that record. So 30 points, 10 rebounds performances in the NCAA tournament, that's a first. So
Yeah.
in a while.
That's amazing.
She's doing her
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, for sure.
She's doing her thing.
Dang, my cubes. All right, let's go on. All right, man. All right, men's March Madness. We're down to just 4 teams as well, so still alive in the men's tournament. Saturday. Now today is Monday, so Saturday, April 5th, we got number 1 Auburn, number 1 Florida, and then we got game 2 is number 1 Houston and number 1 Duke.
Yeah.
Can I get some? What are you guys thinking about those?
I got Auburn and Duke in the final with Duke winning.
With Duke winning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the Gators will not be there. We can't have it. It's
We
not
can't have it.
allowed.
I don't
It's
know.
not allowed.
Well, Eric, I want to hear you out first, and I'll
Now,
go.
I got Duke in there.
Yeah.
I'm a little more shaky on the Auburn Gator game because those they play each other a lot during the
Yeah.
season.
Yeah,
so
they do.
They're familiar with each other. So this is one of those.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good game.
It's going to
for
be a really
sure.
good game. It's going to be a really good game.
Lots of ugly colors on that court, though.
All that ugly orange,
Oh.
orange and blue.
It's not
Orange
quite
and blue.
garnet and gold and all,
No,
but
it's nowhere near it.
nowhere near. You can't. It just doesn't hit the same.
Yeah.
But I do believe. I think the Blue Devils definitely have a shot. I like their squad.
Yeah.
And they play with so much intensity.
They're
It
gonna have
almost
to
was
come
like
out. They're gonna have to come out real strong against Houston because Houston starts fast.
they really do. Yeah,
They start fast, and
Yeah.
if they're on point from three, it's gonna be a long day. I still think Duke will pull it out, but if Houston is actually hitting their threes, it makes the game a little more tough.
Yeah.
yeah. Like I said, Duke has this. I don't know. They play with this attitude of just old school basketball a little
It's
bit.
Duke.
Like it's Duke, you know. Like they've been there before. They know
You
this
have
stage
Duke,
is like
North
know,
Carolina, Kentucky,
Yeah. Yeah.
teams like that. Those are the blue bloods, and
Right.
they know how to get into the tournament and win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's good to go. I think this is, like I said, I got Duke making it to the championship round. Just don't know who they're going to face yet, so I can't give you a prediction on who's going to take it all.
Who won during the season between Auburn and Florida?
Didn't Auburn knock them off, right? Or no?
I don't know.
What is it, Auburn?
I'm not
I mean,
sure.
hold on. Old Google will help me that.
Yes,
So we're gonna get you that
I
answer.
was thinking that Auburn beat him, but I could be wrong.
I believe so.
Mhm.
We're gonna get that answer for you.
Oh wow, man! I'm making you do work. I'm out of the office. I'm making you do work. This is great. Yeah.
And then,
I mean, when I come to host the podcast, I come somewhat prepared, Adrian. I just want you to know. Anticipating questions like this.
So Florida beat Auburn in February 8th, 90-81, and right now they're sitting at 58% chance of winning with Auburn at 42.
oh my
Okay,
gosh.
so we were both wrong. We remembered Auburn winning.
Yeah, I thought it was Auburn that won that game.
Yeah.
Huh. Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
But in their series, like in the total times that they've played together, Florida's won 84 times and Auburn's won 90. So it's
it's pretty
close.
close. It's
They're
close
pretty
though.
even.
Very
Go
close.
back to the 1890s. when
yeah, right. The first time they
that
played
is
was
the day
1927.
Yeah.
See the
Fun fact of the day.
See, that's how CFO she gets those numbers.
I do. I'm the numbers person. That's my job.
Yeah. Thank God somebody can at least maybe Google faster than others to get the answers.
I'm a Google champ.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Jennifer.
You're welcome.
Adrian, that's one demerit.
All right. So thanks, Dave, for that question. Now we're going to pivot to America's true pastime.
No, you are not thankful for that question.
Don't lie.
He is
Don't lie.
He is grateful. He is grateful for that question.
I know. We're going to talk about America's true pastime. We're going to talk about softball. And as we talked about, we talked about it earlier today, but it was just announced. Florida State softball head coach Lonnie Alameda, who has been undergoing cancer treatment at TMH at the local hospital. The university did put out a press release, and if you go to our website, you can read the full press release there. But she's recovering. She's still going to continue her duties as coach.
Yes.
So
She's been ongoing treatment. She's
God bless her.
Yes.
she's had a very good prognosis. So she's been ongoing treatment, and then also she's actually hasn't missed a beat.
Yeah.
And
That's amazing.
She's upbeat, and her goal for this year is to make sure we get back to that championship status that we belong at.
Yeah.
Our prayers and our love go out to Coach Lonnie.
Yes, thoughts and
She is
prayers. Yeah.
beloved, and that's what you call Knoll-blooded.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Speaking of her team, Eric, you touched on it. They're eighth in the nation.
They are 8th in the nation, correct.
Yeah.
They are 33-5,
Mm-hmm.
9-0 in conference.
Killing it.
Yes, they are spanking teams. But they went undefeated this week. They swept the series against NC State this weekend to take the win streak to 13. They are, like I said, they remain unbeaten in the ACC play, and they are one of 2 teams in the Power 4 conference that have not lost a conference game. You know who the other one is?
That's great.
In a conference.
Yes, the only other team, Power 4 conference team that has not lost a conference game so
Don't
far
say
this
it.
year.
Don't say it.
No, it's not them.
Oh, okay, good.
It's Northwestern.
Oh,
Oh, okay. I'll let him pass.
good for them.
That's
We'll cheer
right.
for them.
That's right.
As long as not,
The look you were given, I was like, no.
Yeah.
as long as
I
it's
hate
not like South.
Northwestern.
And David hates Northwestern because
I
they.
hate Northwestern. And I hate Northwestern almost as much as I hate Florida.
Oh
Oh,
wow!
wow. That's
That's
saying a
pretty
lot.
bad.
That's pretty bad, yeah.
Yeah.
But those next games for FSU softball, I mean, they play number 4 Florida
Yes.
on the 2nd. Yeah, so just speaking of the Gators,
Wednesday.
right? Yeah, it's a Wednesday, and then they play
That's here in Tallahassee.
and they play
Oh.
Virginia,
Yeah.
right? They're 22nd in the nation,
Yeah.
in a 3-game series. So
And that's a
they-
conference.
Yeah, that's another
it's a
conference. Yeah,
series,
so that's
good.
conference. So yeah, tough matchup, man. But I think they got it. I
Well,
think they
it's
got
a home game
It's a
against
home
Florida.
game.
Yeah.
So
it. Yeah, you
Get
got
out-
to pack it
and
out.
we'll probably have a sellout crowd, most likely.
Absolutely. We're not the stinky swamp.
Yeah.
No, gross. You have to bathe in sanitizer when you leave there. Just so you know. Or else
Yeah.
you get the cooties.
Wear a chemical suit.
All that swamp juice on them.
Yes.
All right. Also on the men's side, FSU baseball, they're 23-4 overall, 7-2 in the conference. At home, 16-2. Right, only lost 2 games
Yes.
at home.
Yes.
Awesome.
They doing their thing. They went to South Bend. First game, I think they had jet lag or something like that.
Yeah.
We lost 16-9. But we bounced back with a doubleheader on Saturday, taking the second game 4-2, and the last game,
We paid them back.
yes,
We got them back.
17-9. So
Wow.
I'm very happy that the men actually are doing what they're supposed to do. So that gives us 3 ACC series wins to start the season.
Nice.
It's been a while since we've done that, so it's good. We play Jacksonville University tomorrow in Jacksonville, but it's not going to be the home of the Jumbo Shrimp.
No, it's not. It'll be the home of the JU Dolphins.
That's right, the JU Dolphins. So
They're a good team.
yes,
They
they
really
are.
They're
yeah.
good.
They are.
Yeah.
It's these midweek games that give me pause because that's when you think about it. Last week we lost to Mercer.
Yeah.
Midweek, so it's these midweek games
Yeah,
that
that shorter weekend. You don't have just less, time to really prepare for those, and it always seems to catch us it catches off guard.
catch
doesn't
us
it?
flat-footed.
I don't know what it is. But they're number 4 in the nation.
Absolutely.
So the Golden Knolls. I mean, we've
absolutely.
we're crushing on both sides, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. All righty.
Let's get some dingers against Jacksonville.
Yes,
yeah.
yes. We need some long ball. We need some long ball against Jackson.
Long ball.
All right. On the opposite side of the tracks, we got FAMU softball and baseball, right? So
Yes.
that's got to
Go
be
Rattlers.
exciting. Go Rattlers, as David, yeah. So FAMU softball overall 13-16 in conference. They're 9-3 at home. They've only lost 1.
Yeah.
All right. So this most recent game against Mississippi Valley State did pretty good.
This weekend series against them, they did their thing. They
Yeah.
are on a 6-game winning streak. They took game 1, 13-2 on Friday. Game 2, 12-0.
Oh,
And game 3, 7-0.
nice.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
That's
See, we like that.
amazing.
We like that. We can just check
Yeah.
off the box, just go down the road. There's a whole bunch of wins. I mean,
Absolutely. And those 2 games was on, the 7-0 and the 12-0 were on Saturday in a doubleheader.
yeah,
So
yeah.
we are doing good.
Yeah.
We are doing good.
yeah. With those next games with the Jackson State, another big conference game for us.
Yes.
So
So, if we can sweep those, that'll make us 12-3 in conference.
yeah, so
For the
we're
women,
stacking up
for the Lady
women, yeah.
Rattlers, the
For the
Lady
women.
Rattlers.
Now on the men's side, we're 14-12. I mean, still doing pretty good in the conference. 8-1
8-1
in the conference.
One
So
3-game win streak, had a sweep against Prairie View A&M. We dropped the midweek game against Troy. So, that's a bummer, but conference,
Yep.
yeah,
but Troy's a good team.
Troy's
Troy
a good
is an
team.
excellent team. So, it's nothing to, look down upon. And then, we have that weekend series against Jackson State.
You know what? I think we always do well against Fairview, but the team that we struggle against is Goodview.
Nothing like a
Yeah.
perfectly timed dad joke.
Absolutely.
Listen, I wish I gotta learn that. You know, me and David. Once you get back, man, you gotta teach me all your jokes, man. Because I feel like those dad jokes. I haven't quite got there yet.
Well, see,
There's a lot of wisdom in
it
those
takes
jokes.
a long time, and Eric can attest to this.
Yes.
Many, even decades to perfect the dad joke.
Absolutely.
First,
Yeah,
you need
so-
to start out with your brand new pair of white New Balance kicks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Once-
man, he's
once
got
you
the
get
white New
those.
Balance?
Some orthopedics.
And then you gotta get the shorts that are just above the knee.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I do have the. By the way, folks who's watching, and listening, I'm wearing a Marlins jersey,
Yeah.
baseball jersey,
Are you
with the
wearing a
cap
jersey?
back. I am a
Yes,
baseball
he
jersey.
is.
I tried to really adopt my inner David and
Yeah,
try
he's
to
wearing a hat and
a
everything,
hat backwards,
David.
visor
Hat?
backwards, and
Yeah.
the only thing I'm missing is really just a glove, or mitt or whatever, a bat, and
The
I think
props.
I'm
Yeah, we're
looking at-
ready.
Yeah,
You're-
yeah.
you're
You know
killing
what?
it.
The prop guy is on the road. That's what the prop is.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Well, we got some more news. We got some.
Oh,
Oh,
No, you know what? I'll tell you what. Eric, what's those news?
we
What's
got
that
some
news?
more news. We have some track and field that started this
yeah.
weekend.
Okay.
yeah, the Terry
I love
Long.
track and field.
Yeah, the Terry Long Invitational opened the outdoor track season for the year.
Okay.
Makai Danzy, he is redshirt freshman wide receiver for the football team. He won the 400 meter in 46:03. Second place was also a Florida State student. So good job for the Noles. I think we had some ladies break some records
Yes,
too.
we did. Yes, we did.
Flying. It opens the season for the outdoor track season with the championships coming in June. Now, FSU has an awesome record
Yes.
in track and field. They've won 4 national championships. They've won 29 ACC titles in track and field. So it's going to be an
Nice.
exciting season. Running season is in full bloom. The Springtime Tallahassee event was this weekend. Largest springtime event since 1979. There were thousands of runners. It was a lot of fun. So go running.
Go running.
Good, man. Takes me back to my old tracking days.
Adrian, what was your latest 400 time?
Oh my gosh, I was just going to mention that I ran track in high school for a few years. Now the last time I actually stepped on a track though, that was definitely it was a while ago. It was probably like
2 years ago when you graduated high school?
No, not quite. It was at least about, oh my gosh, I graduated in 2017, by the way.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, so I'm an old feller. I'm getting up there.
Okay, yes,
I'm getting
you're
up there in age, so
old.
I would say 2017 was the last time I stepped foot on the track field. And I don't know, I probably got dusted. And I can remember, probably blew out a hammy. But
He doesn't run the 400 meter no more. He runs the 400 centimeter.
I'm racing from the kitchen back to the couch now, so I don't know.
But how far did you throw the shot put, though?
About a mile.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what, David? We're gonna wrap up there. That's our cue.
Am I going off the track, off the rails here?
You are.
Love it.
You're making me blush, David. I'm over here. I gotta tell lies and tell you.
You're calling him out, David.
Yeah, you're making him
Okay,
tell
okay.
fables.
Yeah, man. All right. That's our cue to wrap up. I mean, for questions or sponsorships, please contact us at Tally Benchwarmer, Tally Bench at WFSU.org. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.